This is a presentation of RVT Entertainment.
Hey, yo.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true.
Because I'm better than you, and you know it.
In the back, there are men and women, seasoned professionals, dudes paid in full, gunning to be the best.
We're wrestlers in a wrestling ring. Let's just freaking wrestle.
The cream of the crop! Nobody does it better.
Hey, hi, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wrestle-Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on Podomatic, Spotify, YouTube, and wherever else we find this finite recording and live on RVT Entertainment's official Twitch.tv channel. We're talking about professional wrestling, both in the mainstream and the independent scene. I almost goofed it up because my mouth wanted to trip up. You know, it's standard Saturday night, really. My name's Matty J, and that is TWK.
My name is TWK, and I'm gonna whip your ass. It's all about the me, and if you play me, it's all about the me, and if you can't play me, it's all about the me, and if you're gonna play it, it's all about the me. Are you gonna play it? Wow! Bow, bow.
So I wasn't watching some Motorhead. And joining us, ladies and gentlemen, as always, Shintigercurl.
Hey guys, it's me, your favorite wrestler, Ryback.
Just realized I should have opened with a Disco Inferno joke.
We don't talk about Disco Inferno, talk about me, the big guy. And I'm awesome because I'm the big guy.
You know, a lot of people are expecting me to try to fit a Kanye West joke in all this, but no one's more over than Kanye West. No one.
That's impossible. He doesn't know the business like I do. I've been in the business 47 years. And
I just realized I fucked up the joke,
pounds.
folks. Shit, I just realized I fucked up the joke. There was no less over than Kanye West. Folks, it's me, folks.
It's okay. I know you're not stupid, and I know stupid, because I weigh 5,000 pounds of pure, unadulterated stupid.
Alright, fucking Kanye West is more over than Ryback.
All right, let's get into the swing of things, I suppose, before we...
Yeah, before we fuck this whole thing up twice. Yeah, we might as well. How you guys doing, by the way?
You're doing okay. We're doing okay.
Yeah, we're good. Oh, God. So you guys want to talk about Wish.com Nation of Domination on Young Rock? They were going to do that. I mean, we knew
I saw the
there was gonna
clip, and some of them looked fine, others not so much, and who the hell was that got to play JR? That was terrible.
The guy that got to do JR...
Wait, let me take a look at this.
Yeah, it's the image is floating around, and it's no one's gonna claim it's perfect. Also, Enigma, you love CM Punk. Well, I'm sorry, but he ain't coming back. He fucked it. He's the one who fucked it up. It's his own damn fault. Oh, and Rageful Eric, the guy looked like Oklahoma. Oh, Otis crossed with Oklahoma. This is why Dark Side of the Ring uses a blue focus or blue blur.
Damn it, I can't find it.
It's been floating around. I do know that.
It'll turn up. Somebody tweet me a photo of it.
Yeah, well, we will get back to it eventually. We got a show. We don't have a clip of the week simply because I was not in the mood. There. didn't feel like doing a clip of the week. We have Survivor Series. We'll be talking about that first, as per usual. And of course, people are with the semantics. Yeah, technically, CM Punk's not gone yet. He'll be gone eventually, but the T's haven't been crossed. Yeah, they're going through that shit right now. Anyway, I am up against it today, am I? Is that what it is now?
All right. So what we got first to discuss, Matty?
Well, before we get to the news, we got to review this stuff because I know myself watch, and of course, Shintigercurl, he watched some Survivor Series. So we're going to talk about that real quick. Believe it or not, the card advertised was the card we got. The 5 matches we got, that was it. That was all. Then again, the 2 big matches were around the 45-minute mark, so that kind of makes sense. Survivor Series, Wargames! November 26, 2002, TD Garden, Boston, Massachusetts, 15,609 disputed attendance. 609 because it's the Fed. It's going to be disputed. Cole and Graves on the call. The card open up of the women's War Games match went 39-40. And Team Belair, that was Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Mia Yim, and the Mayan, Becky Lynch. And yes, not big time, no. The Mayan, Becky Lynch, defeated Team Bayley. That was Damage Kataro, which was Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky, Nikki Cross, and Rhea Ripley. Fun match.
It was okay.
It was okay. It was fun.
Not the best women's War Games match, but it was good. It was good.
It set the tone of what a War Games match could be.
Yeah.
One of those, nothing, this was, hey, let's get crazy or as crazy as we legally can in mainstream WWE. And they went crazy. And nothing wrong with that. I'm just going to say watch both War Games matches. So we're not going to spoil too much here. AJ defeated Finn Balor, 1825. This was the what's your whistle for how crazy this feud can get singles kind of match. This was whoever put that together realized this was the idea was to get the feud over, not to end the feud.
You got 2 workhorses in the ring with Balor and AJ. You're going to have magic.
Yeah, and these guys understood. I was like, we could go 100%, but we'd fuck it up. There was a professional understanding of that, I feel. This was a great match.
Yeah.
But this was not their best ever match, but this was understandably, hey, the feud's going to have to keep going for a little bit longer. The focus isn't on us, but we got to move the story along kind of match.
Yeah.
So, and in the worst match of the night, by a fucking long shot. This is not even process of elimination. Like you literally go, what was the worst match of Survivor Series 2022? That one. Ronda Rousey versus Shotzi. She defeated Shotzi by submission. It was 7-15. Ronda Rousey has not had a good championship match all year.
Heat up. I'm about to make you happy. This is beating Jade versus Marina Shafir as my worst match of the year.
Oh,
by a fucking mile. By a fucking mile. And a lot of people are throwing some blame over Shotzi, and I'm like, in some cases that would be fair. No. This is I think Rousey was trying to sandbag Shotzi here.
The thing is, with the Shafir Jade match, we knew it was going to be bad. That bar none. That was going in because Marina Shafir sucks. We had no expectation.
By the way, you might have missed it. He said Marina Shafir. I caught that. Some of you might not have.
I wasn't even attempting to do that, but yeah,
that was good. Hey, you know what it is? We're fucking keeping it. Marina Shafir.
Marina Shafir. We're seeing it.
We're keeping it.
But this one, considering now Shotzi wasn't bad, she just does not have good chemistry with
there was no chemistry at all.
Yes,
Shotzi's a good, and a lot of people say, "Oh, well, Shotzi's a bad wrestler." Dude, she would not have been hired by the Fed if she wasn't.
She can have some good matches, but she was not. But she was in there with a Ronda that just did not give a fuck. She did not care one whit.
I saw someone compare this to Lesnar and Ambrose at WrestleMania.
Fair comparison, I would say, actually.
Somewhat fair.
Somewhat. Yeah, it's still somewhat is still fair.
But at least Ambrose and Brock wasn't for a world title. This match was, and that just makes it all the worse.
I don't know if I'm gonna have that as worst match of the year. Boy, I will say this: Ronda Rousey is a front runner. It's between Punk and her for worst title reign of the year. There will be a deep internal debate in that.
At this point, I'm flipping a coin.
Yeah.
One who had 2 short reigns ended by injury and controversy, and one who's had a decently long reign with nothing to show for it. So yeah, this match stunk. It stunk.
It stunk so bad that ever since Saturday, Fire Ronda Rousey has been trending on Twitter on and off.
That's for another thing.
But yeah, you would think, why would you fire over a bad man? Oh no. There's something else over that. We'll discuss this, of course. Austin Theory defeats Seth freaking Rollins and Bobby Lashley in a great triple threat match for the U.S. title.
Didn't watch it, but I heard nothing but glowing stuff about it.
You should watch it. That good.
If I can find it, I will.
Smooth. That finish, smooth. Seriously. There was I'm not even going to try to describe it, but it was smooth as butter.
But yeah, I'm loving what Triple H has been doing with Theory.
Yeah, it's weird. It took him looking like a fucking idiot and losing the money in the bank to rehab him.
Yeah.
And they did it in record fucking time. I'm serious when I said that tweet earlier. It's like, he has been successfully rehabbed. And someone said, now he's got to do it for proving on himself. The WWE did their job. Now it's Austin Theory's turn to do his. And I don't think he'll have too much trouble doing that in the process. And in the main event, no, seriously, that's what that is. The main event. Bloodline, Roman Reigns, Sammy Uso, Zayn, Solo Sikoa, and the Usos, Jimmy and Jay. They went to war and defeated the Brutes, Sheamus, Ridge, Holland, and Butch, Drew McIntyre, and Kevin Owens.
Saw a lot of highlight clips from this match, and from what I saw, I loved.
The finish alone is worth it.
I got no issues with this, and from the storyline they're going into it with Sammy's divided loyalties between his man bear Kevin and his tribal chief. Good. I would need to watch the rest of the match, but
this match is pure storytelling from the off. You should watch it, definitely. Which, yeah, I know what I'm saying. I know what the words are coming out of my mouth right now. Yes, I am saying you should watch a WWE match. Folks, if the 2 War Games matches were that good, not the best. I think I should, come and say, hey, you know what? Yeah, we're praising, heaping some praise. It's not the greatest. There are some detractors who think, oh, Triple H is fucked up. And to those people, all of a sudden, you and I watched very different pay-per-views because there was one stinker in the middle of this great sandwich. It's not the best. It will not be regarded as well as the best, but a lot of people say, oh, this was mediocre. Folks, this is a rebuild.
Yeah.
People ought to remember that this is still a rebuild. And the fact that they had a mediocre to good pay-per-view with like one bad match that wasn't even their fault, they just booked the best they could. Progress.
Yeah. The best part about it is no more brand warfare.
But guys, how will we know which show is the best? The red t-shirt gang or the blue t-shirt gang?
After a fucking draft that happened for no fucking reason. No, let's not. No.
T-shirt war. T-shirt war. T-shirt war.
Never again.
Please. Never again, please. I don't know. Obviously, Tina, I'm not expecting you to give you a ranking, but Shin.
Based on what I saw, and wasn't by that much, and based on what other reviewers whose opinions that I very much respect, I'm going to give this one a solid 4 out of 5.
That's where I'm at right now. The only reason it's not 4.5, Ronda Rousey versus Shotzi was the shits.
It took an entire rating for me. That match should not have been that bad. Especially, we know Ronda can pull off better matches than this, but she just doesn't care anymore, and it shows in her work.
What saved her was the fact that she was putting in the effort, and in certain cases she still is, but she is in that Brock Lesnar mode where if she doesn't want to put her working boots, you're fucked, and I think that's what happened here.
She should always be putting on her working boots. She's the fucking champion. She is not a special attraction like Brock Lesnar is. She is there. She's a women's champion. She needs to, and she represents that fucking division. She needs to have her working boots on.
And the crazy part is, she's teaming up with Shayna Baszler.
Yeah,
you're gonna tell me they're gonna put in that fucking effort when we're putting you as a dream goddamn tag team?
Yeah, and I love Shayna Baszler. She puts her ass into it when they allow her to, and hopefully Trips will allow her to. But putting her with Ronda, with her kind of mentality and her work rate as of late, and what I've seen and heard from her, no, get that belt off of her. I know they're saving up for Ronnie versus Becky at WrestleMania, but the sooner they get that title off of her, the better.
Yeah, and it probably will be at WrestleMania.
I've heard some rumors suggesting it might be Ronnie versus Charlotte.
Oh God, no!
I don't think that's a match anyone wants to see.
No.
Triple H is smart enough to realize that's a Rumble match, and the Mania match is Ronda versus Becky.
Yeah.
That is what the smart money says, but, it's all about whatever the champ wants sometimes.
Screw what she wants. She ain't gonna put in the effort. Screw her wants.
That's it.
Shall we get to the news?
Let's get ourselves to the news, good sir.
There's a lot of it this week. A lot more than I thought there would be.
Oh, yeah.
First up, you have Fightful. It looks like FTR's contracts are coming up very soon.
Well, they came in late 2020 or mid 2020, so yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Yep, I believe they're coming up in April.
April 2023? Yeah, that's about right. That sounds about right.
So it all depends on, I guess, how they're being booked in the coming months on whether or not they'll sign new contracts.
At this point, they be good either way they go.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, the smart money says it's exactly what they're thinking. Finish up their AEW contract, drop the belts they need to be dropped, do a couple of do the indie thing, and be done with it. And to be fair, they've won every other tag team championship there is to have. If at this point breaking up the tag team and pulling a rebuild at their stage of their careers doesn't make sense to them. So if it is truly the end and they're just letting the contract run out and they'll work at the odd AEW taping to finish off their year, their careers and do the independent thing, and finally we can have Tabernacle the team versus FTR. Please, by the way, please and thank you. That would be cool, but I think at that point, I don't think they're looking at a WWE run.
They could. I mean, they like Triple H.
They do. I'm not saying it's impossible, but they've wrestled every other tag team. What other tag teams are there? Street Profits? That's about it.
Maybe Damian Priest and Dominic Mysterio?
Ugh.
No. I don't think it's worth all that money in the world in a three.
I got a tag team match that would actually be interesting. FTR versus Imperium.
I was just about to suggest
fair.
that.
You know what? Revival versus Imperium. Yeah, that would be one match for a 3-year contract. Don't know if it's worth it.
You can also have them go against. I'll say going against Legado del Fantasma.
Those two are
That's
solid
two
tag
matches
teams.
in 3 years.
There are other tag teams they can bring up.
And they could potentially go after just any two member of the Brawling Brutes.
Holland and Butch, sure.
Or Holland and Sheamus.
And JC says there's rumor that for a year they will want a year off of AEW and just do smaller promotions for that time.
Yeah.
So, Matty, maybe you could get that FTR versus TDT.
Yeah, they want to finish off the contract. Say, hey, we ain't going nowhere. We're just going to be doing the indie thing for a while. And I think they should do that. There's a lot of TDT versus FTR, folks. I have not gone to an indie show since 2020. Since 2019, as a matter of fact. If there is a match that could bring me back, C4 Wrestling are fighting back, TDT versus FTR, if that will be the main event at Fighting Back, I'm fucking ringside for that. I am not kidding.
So stay tuned for more FTR news. Next, hashtag Fire Ronda Rousey trended for a long-ass time this week.
It did.
So yeah, people have not been happy with Ronda's recent performances from all the tweets I've read.
And folks, that's tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. There's another reason it was trending.
Because?
Yeah, she had some very, very unflattering remarks towards one Mercedes.
Oh, Sasha Banks?
Yeah.
Yep.
When?
Like over last weekend.
Yeah, over
which
last
no-
weekend, yeah.
Oh, that definitely doesn't help because people actually like Sasha because, well, she always wrestles amazing matches.
Yeah, and Ronda pretty much called her a quitter.
Except Sasha just knew the value of her work. She knew that she wasn't being treated well. She was like, I could just stay here and eat shit, or I could go somewhere else and be happy. I'm going to go be happy.
Yeah.
She literally went, fuck this shit, I'm out, and Ronda Rousey's trying to be company woman.
Even though she herself is famous for quitting the UFC after losing a couple of matches.
I believe she lost like 3 in a row.
She lost 3 in a row and saw the writing on the wall, to be fair.
And some good news, Air Fox is all elite. It's official.
Yeah. Graphic and everything.
Been saying it for weeks. AR Fox equals truth.
Now get him and Swerve in a match. Come on, revive that rivalry.
We are SmackDown already did it this weekend. I mean, already did this on Friday. We can do it on AEW Dynamite. Swerve versus AR rematch.
We had Prince Puma versus
King Cuerno.
King Cuerno. Oh my God, that's what it was. I was watching. I was like, Jesus, I couldn't put my. It was one of those. I know I watched this on Lucha Underground. I could not put my finger on it. King Cuerno versus fucking Prince Puma. Fuck yes. Thank you. That was figuratively killing me.
It was only like a couple of months ago that I actually learned that Santos Escobar was King Cuerno, and I like him more even now because King Cuerno was my boy.
King Cuerno, again, Lucha Underground is fucking awesome. First couple of seasons especially.
Yeah.
I feel like they could have saved the show in the final season because there were some bright spots in the.
Oh yeah, there was, and they were setting up for that last season, that final season. They were setting up for a great 5th season.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they had Wade Barrett as the guy who was running everything from the shadows.
I was ready for that.
You know, Jake Hager as the Lucha Underground champion. They were setting up for a great season 5, and then it all went crashing down.
Canceled.
Speaking of crashing down, Eric Young went crashing down via murder.
Yeah, so I left, and I'll be the first to admit, I was getting a little crabby. I was tired as hell at 2 long days, office days, because the main office that we go, the office we go to on the Quebec side is shorter. It doesn't take too long, so I don't have to wake up at fuck you in the morning. I love the main office that we have where all our stuff is, and it's just an extra half hour to an hour of travel on top of that, and it sucks to the point where I have to get up at fuck you in the morning. So there are 2 long days I had a catch-up shift to do because I took the week off on 1st of November, So So I was just not feeling good, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to keep Impact in there, and I'm fucking glad I did. That was a good show, and oh my God, Eric Young got murdered. Do we need to put the puppy down?
Impact has a long history of murdering people.
As
They
JC
do.
has pointed out in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Impact
believe
has a
that-
habit, yeah.
I mean, that's how they got rid of Allie. They killed her off.
In the demon realm.
The Hardys got killed off.
In
It's just
the
what they
Hardy
do.
verse.
It's just what they
Ish.
do.
Yeah. But no, but yeah, I was going back to the riff on this one, boys. Do we need to put the puppy down?
I don't think we can call him Puppy anymore. I think he's evolved to a full-blown Rottweiler.
Yeah.
Troy Gainer
Yeah.
has taken over as the leader of Violent by Design, who, just in case everyone doesn't know, features Connor from the Ascension and the former Dark Order member, Alan Angels.
It's a new VBD, and I think they'll be going to be okay for a while. I think they're going to be okay for a while.
Let's hope the big guy returns soon.
Yeah.
It's not the same without Joe Doring.
I miss that fucking gag that we used to do with him.
We need our stripper back in VOD
We need our Hoss
BBD.
stripper murdering
Hoss.
people.
Mm-hmm.
and getting them singles like nobody else can.
But yeah, I'm glad I stayed on it. So I'm like, oh my God, that must have popped the call.
And in other news, if you're expecting to see Andrade El Idolo wrestle anywhere within the next several months, don't, because he just posted via the interwebs that he underwent surgery, and that's going to keep him out for a while.
Pec surgery, to be fair. So yeah,
Basically the same type of injury that Cody Rhodes had, but not as severe, I hope
not
not.
as severe, but he's still gone for about 6 months. So if you're expecting the La Faction Ingobernables to be around, you're looking at Roosh and the assistant at this point.
Yeah.
Though I will say this, Preston Vance looks pretty fucking good in the suit.
Yeah, he rocks it rather well.
Yeah, he looked good. He looked good.
I'm honestly glad that Andrade is not there. I'm soured on him after this whole incident with him.
Yeah.
Not sure. I'm not even sure if he. Go ahead.
Hopefully, absence makes the heart grow fonder, and he is a heel. So there's that.
Hopefully, he has humbled himself while he's recovering, and he better eat some major crow when he gets back.
I will say, though, I do like the charisma that Rouge has.
Bruce is nuts.
Yeah, he is.
Also returning to WWE is Tegan Knox.
Good on her.
Yeah.
Yep, the girl
Shame
with the
she had a no reaction, but she'll get the crowd to go over her.
Yep, the girl with the shiniest wizard has returned. Made me happy. And also another surgery news, someone who you won't see probably for another 7-8 months, maybe even a year plus, is Bobby Roode.
He's gone.
What he was he down with?
Neck surgery.
Yeah.
No. That is not glorious.
No, it's not. I mean,
JC,
yeah,
hopefully
well,
Tegan gets a good injury-free run. We're all knocking on wood for that one.
Yeah. I believe Bobby Roode's last match was back in the early summer.
Something like that.
Like maybe back in May or June. And since then, he's been dealing with injuries. And
JC was asking about Randy Orton had another surgery. Yeah, we were discussing that last week on Friday, as a matter of fact. So, yeah, he's major back surgery.
Spinal fusion.
Spinal fusion. So, yeah.
which is a much more serious surgery than Bobby Roode had to go through. Thankfully, Bobby's wasn't as intense.
Not
but
to
still,
downplay the seriousness of a neck surgery, which is very fucking serious, but it's just like in career perspective, Randy's is more serious, of course. But
yeah, Bobby Roode
yeah.
will probably be back in about a year. Randy, it's hard to say at this point.
It's if he wants to come back, he's got a hard road ahead. If he does not, he's had a hell of a career.
Yeah.
Is what we said last week.
I just wish he could have just one last match just to cap things off, so he can go out on his own terms.
Against who?
John Cena. Has to be Cena.
Okay, I can buy that. If that would be his last match, let it be Cena.
Yeah, people will say, no, not Cena. I'm like, you know what? Yeah.
Then it's been several years since the last time they faced each other.
It's been several years, and one more Cena-Orton match, they've had that chemistry.
Besides, it's been years. We have grown to appreciate both men.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As you guys just said earlier, absence makes hearts grow fonder.
There you
It's
go.
been so long. The last time they faced each other, I believe, was the unification match.
It actually was, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that was back when they still had the big gold belt.
That was back when Punk was with the company.
Was it?
Yeah. When they hung the belts up, they had all the former champions in the ring, and Punk was there, and Bryan was there.
Damn, that was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
God damn. Like, gee, oh man, that's so long ago. I feel so old now.
We all do.
Especially me.
And JC thinks maybe Matt Riddle, but I guess that could make sense because they are tag team partners, but at the same time, there's just something about the legacy that Cena and Orton had.
Yeah.
Kind of like Austin and Rock.
Mm-hmm. Either him or somebody else he's closely connected with. Maybe Edge.
Edge could work. Rated RKO.
Yeah.
There
There are options. There are options is what we're looking at this point.
Yeah.
Let's see. So Kota Ibushi hinted on Twitter that he could be leaving New Japan after his contract expires in January.
Not too surprising, unfortunately.
Considering the mess he's had with that company, I'd be surprised if he says no more.
Which makes me wonder, could he be balanced for All Elite, or will he just return to being a freelancer again?
My money's on freelancer.
As cool as it would be to see him in AEW, nomad.
Just traveling the world as he was before signing with New Japan.
Pretty much.
Which means he'll return to DDT Pro, where he'll do more insane matches.
I got nothing to add on this one, folks.
Me neither.
And here's some news that only me and Matty know about until literally right now, as I'm about to tell Shintigercurl and the rest of you guys in the audience.
Yep.
On January 28th in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Smash Wrestling is going to present Tabernacle Team versus Aerostar and Drago.
I may need to have an appointment in Toronto. Featuring
What
a
is the
train,
name?
maybe a hotel room, and that fucking wrestling match with me in that building.
Aerostar and Drago. There's names I haven't heard in a long time.
They've been hanging out in Mexico, to be fair.
Yep, and Matty and I have sung the praises of TDT for quite a few years now.
Indeed you have.
They're a great team.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be an amazing match. So that could be an early match of the year contender.
I believe it.
Now moving on along to AEW Dynamite from Indianapolis, Indiana. Start things off with a Mox promo where he starts being all tough guy, saying he's going to gargle everyone's piss.
No.
Yes, this is true.
That's not true, folks.
It is very true.
And Hangman made his return, saying that no one gargles his piss except for his wife.
If you're into that kind of thing.
Mox, if you want me to Dave the man, I'll Dave him. Just let me know.
It's just great to see Hangman back, and these two just had a
let's get to the
brawl.
serious part. Yeah, holy shit, that match needs to be booked before the end of the year.
Yep, have the match they should have had weeks and weeks ago.
It's good to see Hangman recover from his concussion. Gives me a bit of hope for the other Adam, Mr. Cole.
Mm-hmm.
And
Thinking
then
about Chugs.
Yep, we need our Chugs back on our television. And then Dax entered without any of his belts. I found that to be odd.
Yeah, he came out no belts, just went right to the ring, wrestled Daniel Bryan for a shitload of time.
Now that was
Wrestler of the Year is going to be so fucking hard for me.
God, yes. Oh my God, Dax is definitely on top.
Ospreay,
Danielson's gonna be in there. Ospreay.
Mox.
That last run, I don't know if he'll get Wrestler of the Year, but he is in contention for Reign of the Year.
Walter, Sheamus.
Ooh, yeah.
So
banger after banger after banger after banger.
So many choices, and this match did not help. It did not help.
No, it did not.
The next
They
thing
literally, they literally had found out they had half an hour, and it's like, fuck it, we're doing a wrestle.
My next note here says, annoying let's go Dax guy during the 10 count.
Thankfully, I didn't hear.
1, let's go Dax. 2, let's go Dax. During the whole 10 count.
Thankfully, I didn't notice.
Me neither, but now I'm thinking back to that match. Hey, kid!
I can't believe you don't shut up.
It's gonna turn into fucking Super Dragon 2.
And in a much better chant, we have a dueling This Is Awesome Fight Forever chants.
Before the match even started.
Yeah,
that was
This
early
Is
match.
Austin. They ring the bell, they breathe. Folks are going, yay!
This was actually during the match.
Yeah, it was. Well, no, the opening, they were.
Yeah, they
doing This Is
started-
awesome.
Yeah, they started
Opening.
before they ever locked up.
Yeah,
I took this note while the match was going on. So they were chanting it during the match as well.
Yeah.
And Danielson ended up defeating Dax via La Bell Lock after dueling small packages.
give Bryce Remsburg all the money.
He deserves it.
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Really proves that both of these men's small packages are very powerful.
Phrasing.
God damn it.
Yeah.
But when Danielson was on the independent scene, he used to use a small package as his finisher.
Phrasing.
I'm not even joking.
Well, considering Danielson's size, I guess that's one way to use a small package to your advantage.
So we're not doing phrasing anymore, are we? What it is?
Nope. And then we got Ricky Starks, or Pretty Ricky they call him, doing a good old backstage promo as he always does.
Yipper.
It begins.
Saying that he wants to enter the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal because he doesn't just want to take the title from MJF, he wants to take his ring as well. He wants to take everything he loves.
Including the scarf.
Especially the scarf.
Yes.
And then we cut to Mox and Hangman having a brawl again. Just never
They
ending.
literally, the way they set it up was that the brawl continued until into the break. And of course, the match happened. And then after the match, they beat the crap out of each other again.
Poor Guardians of the Independent scene having to break that up.
Yeah.
Then we got a Yuta and Claudio backstage interview with the JAS.
The hat is over.
Yep.
Hager even has a separate hat for Claudio.
Of course, Claudio gets pissed off.
And he even proposed the reunification of the Real Americans.
Oh, guts with the important question. Most important question. Who does Jake Hager love more? His hat, Wardlow, his wife, or his children?
Hat.
It's a tie between Wardlow and the hat.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Or maybe Wardlow wearing the hat.
And that sound you heard was Jake Hager popping the world's biggest boner.
Hey! Phrasing!
There's no innuendo there. He was just straight up saying it.
No, that was just
Phrasing
straight.
is not
Ain't no
wrong.
innuendo. This is literally, hey, phrasing, boom, moving on.
So, Because of this, we got 2 matches. First up, next week, Yuta and Claudio versus Hager and Garcia. And then a final battle, Garcia versus Yuta, pure title.
The rubber match.
Yep.
And then we got Joe versus Air Fox. And Joe got a little cocky and took a double boot to the head for his mistake.
Or in other words, in the words of Chisel Adonis, he took 2 for his mistakes.
Yep.
Yeah, he thought he dodged out of the way of Air Fox's aerial attack, got all cocky about it. Then Air Fox was like, I knew you were going to do that. I saw your matches. So here's some boots to the face for your trouble.
And to quote a famous movie, Samoa Joe, you magnificent bastard, I read your book!
However, the luck for Mr. Fox ran out as Joe eventually did dodge his aerial moves in classic Joe fashion and finish the match up rather quickly afterwards.
By the way, hi Air Fox, here's your contract. Welcome AEW. Your first match as All Elite? Samoa Joe, good luck, fucker.
And then we got Wardlow promo where he looks like a henchman.
Is it just me or is Wardlow cold?
He is cooled.
He's definitely starting to feel cooler than he was, but not in the good way.
No.
Starting to think maybe they should.
He ain't cool. T-Dub, thank you for the setup. He ain't cool. He's fucking chilly. And chilly ain't never been cool.
No, and someone who is cool right now is Powerhouse Hobbs, who cut in another great promo.
Another great vignette.
And y'all still cannot tell me that he's not the Debo of AEW.
It seems like they're working towards doing that. Not gonna lie.
At this point, they should just have him cut a segment where he robs Tony Khan.
Maybe not TK himself. Maybe
yes, TK.
Schiavone.
No. It can't be TK. We don't want to make him look like he's robbing TK yet.
Okay, have him rob Stokes.
Stokely Hathaway?
Yes.
Yeah,
you know what? Yeah. No, yeah.
Just have Stokely wear a ring, and then just Hobbs just say, "It's my ring now, punk." And Stokes is like, "My mama gave me that ring," and he runs off like a bitch.
Yeah, I'm starting to really I've been thinking this for the past several weeks, but they really should put the TNT title on Hobbs.
He should be the next TNT champ.
Then we got Regal introducing MJF with all of the fanfare.
By the way, for those wondering on the storyline stuff, Regal got in the building because Mox was not there anymore.
Yeah, Mox got thrown out, so Regal's like, allow me to now sneak my way in. And then we got the most heartbreaking commentary line of the night with Excalibur calling Regal a snake.
That broke my heart.
Yeah. Not as bad as MJF, but yeah.
Speaking of MJF, during his entrance, he threw his gum at a child.
Get to the earth, ladies and gentlemen.
And then he unveiled the new AEW World title because he didn't like the old one because it just reminded him of all the champions. So, in a way, MJF said, the Moxleys, the Hangmans, all of the Punks, and they can all kiss my ass.
And for those wondering, no, they did not change the design. All they did was put a new leather strap on it. As he called it, a big Burberry belt.
Yep.
The Triple B.
That Triple
B.
He
says that because it now has Burberry on it, it is now the most prestigious title in the world. And
promo does better justice than what we're gonna do. That what we're doing with the talk, anyways.
Oh yeah. Then he said that he's gonna hold the title until the bidding war of 2024, where the two cons will fight over him, but maybe neither of the cons will win. Maybe I'm going to Hollywood.
Thank you. I was doing the same thing and the call didn't get the fucking memo.
Their loss. That was the first thing that came to my head as I was taking notes. I'm like, that's literally what it says. MJF said, I'm going to
Hollywood. Shut up!
And then he refers to his upcoming title reign as the Reign of Terror.
Yep.
Perfect.
MJF is student of the
Fucking
game, to be sure.
perfect.
And just when we thought the segment was over, he was about to leave. He says, wait, almost forgot something. Pulls out the brass knucks, starts praising Regal, giving him all his flowers. I just want to say, from the bottom of my heart,
Punch. Oh, and the way everyone sold that was fucking beautiful.
The clipper for it was when Brian ran out with one boot on. That sold the urgency he had for Regal.
yeah, because as they noted on commentary, he was in the trainer's room after his match just getting rehabilitated. And so he wouldn't have been able to save him from the beating because he wouldn't have been able to see it until it was already too late.
Yep.
And just the way that all the commentary sold as well, just noting that Regal had legitimate injuries with his neck and head.
As a reminder, this is the same man who wrestled the vast majority of his career with an undiagnosed and untreated broken neck.
So for him to take that type of bump was, damn, that's really
He's
nice
probably safe. Like the way that the whole thing was distributed out of kayfabe, of course. In kayfabe, it's a world beater. In kayfabe, fucking sold beautifully.
Yeah, the way Regal just fell down and sold it like death was just amazing. And nice addition with the blood capsule.
Mm-hmm.
This just goes to show you how much of a piece of shit MJF is. At the start of the segment, people were booing the crap out of Regal. By the end of it, they were praying for Regal.
And found it interesting that MJF decided to exit through the crowd of all places.
Yep. The bars on the man.
And now I hear people now predicting who they believe will take the world title off of him.
It's not going to be the people he named. I'll tell you that much.
So not Starks and not Kingston. And
Definitely not Danielson either.
It should be Kingston, in my opinion.
It should.
That would be great. That would be the most poetic end to that title reign ever. The picture of Eddie Kingston is the prototypical working class American when you think about it. Mm-hmm. He looks like that perfect image of a blue collar worker. And for him to beat the upper class rich elitist would be the perfect story to tell.
Yep.
And that's on top of all the other trials and tribulations that Kingston has gone through with his life in the past 20 years of wrestling.
Mm-hmm. It'd have to be a long work though. Like MJF makes Eddie work for it like nobody's business.
Speaking of which, in this promo, MJF said that he's not going to defend this title every other week like all the other champions did. He said more often than not, it's going to be exclusive to pay-per-view. And he's going to make all the challengers truly work and earn the title shot. And he said, well, wouldn't that require almost no effort from me? And then he said, well, that's because effort is for the poors.
Yep.
Once again, just pushing forward the narrative of him being an elitist, rich asshole. Which works.
Because that's what his fucking gimmick is.
And then we have Ricky Starks coming out for his match against Daivari, but the firm interrupted him before the match could even start. Mm-hmm. However, that really didn't help Daivari too much, as Starks was able to dispose of him in pretty quick fashion.
Rochambeau.
And then we got another Hater Baker promo backstage, which still leads me to believe that they are slowly but surely building towards a breakup.
Cake will break away.
Following that, we had Anna Jay taking on Willow Nightingale, and it was a damn good match, I gotta say.
Willow is cute, but she hits hard as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
She's a cute tank.
Yeah. Like the Metal Slug from Metal Slug.
I'll take your word for it, but Willow Nightingale picked up the victory, which was really nice to see. Always like seeing her pick up W's. With a very nice looking Dr. Bomb.
Excellent Dr. Bomb.
But in an amazing way to end the segment, who would make their return but Ruby Soho!
It was one of those, yes, this was women's match o'clock, but at the same time, this one was, I'm not complaining on that one. No, not
At the
gonna.
very least, they delivered with quality.
It was delivered with quality, and you know what? I'll take quality over women's match o'clock any minute.
Mm-hmm.
At least we can say this is better than the singles match we got at Survivor Series.
By a light year.
Oh yeah.
And then we got a backstage promo with OC and QT.
And QT challenges him, and Owen's just like, yeah, whatever, you can have it.
I want a shot of your belt. Yeah, okay,
Yeah, whatever.
I want it to be a lumberjack. Okay, go. Can somebody let me finish the promo?
No.
Yeah, every time you start talking, either OC or I believe it was Shivani during the interview would interrupt him.
This is such an inversion of what we normally do with champions, where people are just challenging them, but OC is just lazily challenging other people.
He's like, hey, got a belt? Want it? Okay, whatever. Let's do it.
Hey guys, I got a belt. You want to wrestle for it? Okay.
Sure.
Whenever. Okay, let's go. I don't care.
And then we got the Jade Cargill celebration. With Jade looking very nice in her bodysuit.
Shit, no, that was not a bodysuit. That was a fucking bikini.
No, that was a bodysuit, full bodysuit.
Bikini.
No, it covered her whole body.
Didn't.
Yes, it did, head to toe. You can tell, like, it's literally just a tan-colored bodysuit.
Can't believe you made me fucking
Trust me,
Googling that shit.
I
It's not a goddamn, it's a fucking bikini.
Maybe in its design, but that was a bodysuit. Bikinis don't have sleeves. Nevertheless, she cut an amazing promo. As
Oh
usual.
my god, yeah, I'm looking at it now. That is a see-through catsuit then. Jesus Christ.
I'm surprised you couldn't tell, considering that it's an HD, and it's kind of hard to hide that detail in that level of fidelity.
Then again, we probably weren't looking at the sleeves. We were probably looking at what else we thought she wasn't wearing.
Nevertheless,
Whatever.
she was interrupted by everyone's favorite rapper, especially Matty's, Bow Wow.
Dave! Damn with that on neck.
The smallest rapper in the world.
And of course, Tom Customs was at it again.
Can we, by the way, okay. All seriousness, what the fuck was this segment?
I don't know.
I'm not sure, but it's definitely building towards some sort of confrontation. I'm not sure what it is, but if this somehow in some weird roundabout way brings him Mercedes Vernado, I'll be happy with that.
It damn well better, because if it doesn't, Jesus, what the fuck was that?
I don't know.
It better lead to something. It better lead to something.
It has to lead to something, but some sort of big debut. Because this, I have no idea what else this could be.
Because that segment was, what the fuck?
Start off great and then sort of ended in a very bizarre manner. Then we go backstage with the Acclaimed, cutting one hell of a military-style promo. Kind of like 98 DX.
Jeez,
Yep.
yeah, 98 DX and Daddy ass in there just having fun with the fact that it's not that it's just the best thing ever.
And then the Elite made their entrance, but I couldn't hear any of their music over Don Callis' loud shoes.
Don't talk shit about the invisible hand shoes. These shoes are louder than a Whitney Houston high note, brother.
I hope I wasn't the only one who noticed just how sparkly they were.
They were.
Like, it looks like they were made out of 80% glitter and 20% actual shoe.
I was half expecting Liberace to jump out of those shoes.
Right?
Anyways,
I got nothing to add to
begins.
it. T-Dub took the joke on that one, folks. I'm giving it to him.
So the match starts with the Elite Pearl harboring Death Triangle from the front.
I think at this point they just didn't give a fuck. They just wanted to fuck up the trio. Just fuck up the triangle.
Interesting call from Shivani during this match. Death Triangle are trying to lower the boom.
Could you repeat that? You were too close.
Death Triangle are trying to lower the boom.
Lower the boom?
That was a call from Tony Schiavone.
Interesting.
If they're insinuating Adam Cole's on his way back, subtle.
Also, I was wrong about Alex Abrahantes. He has been corrupted.
Yes, he has.
Yeah.
He literally handed the hammer to Penta. Without a second thought. Without even a moment of conscious crisis.
Of course, Raid goes in there and he goes, "What the fuck are we doing?"
I just love how fucking aggro the Elite were in this match. They were just not having any of Death Triangle.
That's the desperation though. Like they were done fucking around.
They're down 2 in a row. They're like, all right, we were having fun before, but now that we've lost our first 2 matches back, nah, we're done. We're going just on full death mode.
Yeah.
Ain't going down to the goddamn hammer no more.
Nope. And interestingly enough, they ended up winning via a roll-up from Matt Jackson to Pac.
It was literally Pac was doing the Black Arrow. He lands on the knees and then it's a roll-up. Like the way they angled it, it looked like the knees hit Pac's head.
Yep, right in the face, which, as they've noted multiple times, is the most injured area that he has currently.
And it could be a knee right on the chin, right on the button.
Well, that would explain why they ended the match the way they did.
Yep. And then we ended the show with the signature, something we have not gotten in so long, the signature Good Night Finger Bang from Kenny Omega.
Nothing spells an end to a night than with getting finger banged by Kenny Omega.
Phrasing boom, all of the Kenny Omega's out.
Oh crap, we got a spammer.
Oh
no!
Yeah, just noticed that too. Give me a minute. He's about to get the old ban. If I can block him. Here we go.
Yes.
Bam!
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 I agree. Guts Masterson, be gone, bots!
There you go.
It doesn't matter what you're saying.
And we open up AEW Rampage with Darby Allin having, for me, too much of a competitive match with Cole 2 Dimes Carter.
Yeah.
I was hoping this was going to be a squash because, look, Cole Carter, he's grown. He's
Definitely grown, and the match was fine. He's definitely grown in the 2 years. This should have been a squash match.
Yeah, for like Darby Allin, who's like on borderline main event level, for him to have this long a match with someone who's borderline jobber. Like
he's a pillar.
Yeah, like, and when you consider the tier listing of the factory, he's on the lowest end of the factory when it comes to everyone's star level.
Yeah.
Like, if this was QT Marshall, I could understand why he would have a competitive match because QT is a veteran who's been around for like 20 years. But like
Cole Carter's still kind of a greenhorn, still a rookie in a sense.
See, I went a bit too long for me, but at least it was decent. And then we went backstage with Keith Lee, who was starting to cut a promo, but who would interrupt him but Shane motherfucking Taylor, baby!
And I already saw the internet going, who is this motherfucker? And I'm like, this is where I'm
actually explained himself very well in this promo.
He did, but most of Twitter went, who? And I'm like, y'all didn't watch the show and it shows.
He's like, I'm the greatest former ROH television champion of all time, and you, Keith Lee, you left me high and dry several years ago, referring to when Keith Lee was signed with the Fed.
Yep.
And now these two got a match coming up at Final Battle.
It's him and another dude facing Keith Lee, but you better find yourself another dude. And in comes in fucking Swerve Strickland with a shit-eating grin.
Yeah, my next note here is just Swerve's face.
Yeah, Swerve's face, shit-eating grin.
Man, can I even count on you?
Give him the mask. That will make it even better.
Oh,
You
God.
want Killshot to return.
Yes.
No. The Hamburglar mask from that music video.
Oh, God, even better. Even better.
Then we got a recap of Vance's betrayal of the Dark Order.
You want me to hit the button again there, bud?
It was so heartbreaking. We got to do it. Full spread. Fire everything.
All right, loading it up. I gotta find the thing and find the thing and do the thing and betrayal.
Betrayal! What? Betrayal! Betrayed me!
Thank you, Mr. Matty.
No problem, sir.
Yes. And then we get an Acclaim promo where they want to face the greatest tag team. The Guns come out saying they're the greatest tag team. And then Team Lethal comes out with Jeff Jarrett's music, a.k.a. some of the greatest music in pro wrestling history.
He's wrong, by the way.
You brown, do in the face, don't bear the skin, it's on your face, my world, my world. It's great. I love it.
Ew.
You're out of your family, T-Dub.
But then after all that interruptions, the Acclaim are like, no, we want the best tag team.
Like
And
the
who-
actual best tag team. FTR.
Out came FTR. They shook hands, and now the match is official on Dynamite of all places.
Next fucking week.
Smell shenanigans.
Like,
Yeah.
holy hell, like, that's a pay-per-view match right there.
I smell shenanigans. That's the only way it can end.
And then we got a promo recap with Hikaru Shida and the Bunny, and those two are going to have a match next week on Rampage for the Regina DeWave Championship.
Okay, cool.
Should be a great time.
Should be a banger.
Yep.
And then my next note here just says,
I'm sorry. I'm like, wait. Did someone bring up Ocarina of Time in the background there?
Yeah, it's my family. My brother-in-law and his kids.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I guess they're talking about Zelda. Anyways, my next note here simply says, Sanjay's dancing to Private Party's theme.
Yeah, he was Daffy Duck being Daffy Duck.
Dante is gonna hate that he missed that.
Yeah.
Oh, Sanjay's boy.
He is such a Sanjay Dutt mark.
Shots, 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 shots. And then Lethal and Jared would defeat Private Party with what I'm calling the lethal stroke.
That could have been delivered more smoothly.
It could have.
Like concept, awesome. Delivery, state of it, boys. Sorry.
And then we have a rather decent interview with Saraya and Renee.
Yeah.
Saraya wants a championship. We'll see about that.
We'll see.
We'll see.
And then Athena demolished poor Danny. What's her last name, Matty?
What now?
And then Athena defeated Danny. What's her last name? Matty? What's Danny's last name? The greatest last name in OSW history?
You lost me. I'm sorry.
Mo.
Oh, fuck.
Danny Mo.
I'm still. Yeah. Let me redeem myself. Mo.
And then Athena attacked Danny post-match.
I'm liking this heel run for Athena.
Same. Absolutely same. I'm like, this is a different Athena, and I'm like, you know what? I like this Athena.
Much more badass and could possibly be a champion in the future.
Yeah.
Then we got a promo with Juice Robinson challenging Samoa Joe for the TV title at Final Battle. And later on, Excalibur noted that Juice Robinson is all elite.
He cut a promo doing that, exclaiming exactly that. He signed, and he wants the TV championship.
He's still BlizzCliz, right?
He is, to our knowledge, still BizCliz, yes.
So we finally got a BlizzCliz affiliation on the roster properly.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
The Bullet Club is the number one faction currently in pro wrestling.
Yep.
Unlike
They got members in like 3 different companies.
They do.
Officially, they have members in AEW, Impact, and WWE.
Yep.
Oh, officially, unofficially, quote unquote.
Well, the Good Brothers are still in Bullet Club.
They still have that affiliation for now. That could change.
They haven't been jumped out. They're still BlizzCliz.
It's got to be the most, I think Bullet Club might be technically the most successful faction in pro wrestling history. What other group has had multiple members and multiple top-tier organizations?
That's a fair point, actually.
And 3 of its 4 leaders, world champions.
And on top of that, like, has there ever been a group that was done this? Like, you never saw a group in WWE and WCW at the same time, and yet Bullet Club was essentially able to pull this off. That's insane.
That is.
And they've held belts in every single company.
That is true. That's goddamn. Eat it, Car Junkie. Eat it. You Chaos Mark.
Let's not do that. For you, CJ, Dave.
All right. Next up, best friends have axes during their promo.
Fuck.
Yeah, QT. It's the Mark Henry special, of course, and QT's doing the shit, and the best friends. You think this is funny? Everyone's got axes. Danhausen has a hatchet. And OC just goes, "Oh yeah, hey Mark, are we allowed to have axes at ringside?" And Mark deadpans it. Absolutely not. Fucking hilarious. Well, it looks like there's been enough talk. Actually, can we talk for a couple more seconds? We can talk about that. It's time.
Oh, this promo right here at the end of this is over a year in the making, because during every one of OC's promos on Rampage, he would barely ever talk, but for once he actually had something to say, but couldn't get it out. We've come full circle.
It's fucking every time OC and Mark Henry are in there, it's fucking hilarious, and I love it. More.
And then the best friends still enter the arena with axes somehow.
Yeah, and the referee cord jumps out. No, you're not allowed. Give us the axes now. Yes, including the hatchet, Danhausen. Fine, but I need it back, or you'll be cursed.
I just love how this is the second time that best friends have tried to use deadly weapons in a match. First it was the chainsaw with Wardlow, and now this.
I mean, no disqualification. They were not wrong.
It's within the rules.
Technically.
There were none.
They're trying to keep up with the gimmick, fuckers.
Also, Darby, before the main event, cut a promo saying that he wants the TNT title from Wardlow.
Who is Samoa Joe?
Samoa Joe, sorry. He wants the TNT title.
We're all tired, folks, and some of us actually are inebriated.
Yeah, Matty's inebriated. It's just been a lot.
I took a beer, and usually I'm fine, but the beer is an 8% beer, so I'm starting to feel sober. But at the beginning of the show, not so much.
So, well, Darby wants to. Sorry, go ahead.
Samoa Joe has an answer to Darby Allin. He can fall down all the stairs he wants, and the stairs he'll be falling down is a scenic hotel located at the corner of Dreamtime Boulevard and Sleepytime Avenue, located in scenic Night Land.
There it is.
Darby did say that he would have to put him in the ground in order to defeat him.
He's going to put him in the ground. He'll first put him to sleep, then put him in the ground.
Uplinks on the ground. Uplinks on the ground. I'll blink your ass, and you'll be on the ground.
We got 2 surprises with the Lumberjacks.
Never interrupt me while I'm doing it, Arnold. You know that, T-Dub. What the fuck?
As a note that my favorite part of this match was the 2 surprises Lumberjacks we got.
He's fucking no-selling me. Anyway, yeah, a couple Kevin Thorne was a cameo in that Lumberjack.
Kevin Thorne was there, but he wasn't the only surprise.
No, sir.
The other one was, he's just a teenage dirtbag baby. Listen to Iron Maiden, maybe with me. Ooh. That's right, Spider Nate Webb. God damn. That it was good seeing those guys, especially Nate Webb.
Yeah.
That guy is just an absolute workhorse of the independent scene for the past 20 years.
I had to look up some more of his stuff.
Oh, yes. As I noted there, he had like center to Teenage Dirtbag by Wheatus, who actually performed this song live during a Joey Janela spring break once. Also, there's tension brewing between Matt Hardy and Ethan Page.
Yeah, the story continues. Matt Hardy defies the firm, and Ethan Page going, fuck around and find out, and Matt is fucking around right now.
He'll be okay. All he needs to do is sick Rebby on him. He'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry, boys. I have to be with Ollie Davis on this one. Stop making the firm a goddamn thing.
If it wasn't for the firm, Ethan Page wouldn't be doing anything right now.
Yeah.
Anyways, it looks like QT Marshall is about to pick the victory thanks to Penelope Ford and Kip Sabian interfering in the match, but OC was able to overcome those insurmountable odds and pick up the big old W to retain his belt.
So, Kip Sabian versus OC for the All Atlantic Championship. Thumbs up.
Yes.
And those two end up fighting their way backstage. And during all the fracas, the lights go out. And House of Black then murder everyone again.
Yeah, everyone eats it.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's House of Black. I can't believe the House of Black are kicking everyone's ass again.
Oh my god, that man just got a fucking kick to the head by Malachi Black.
Someone needs to stop House of Black.
And that right there is all the wrestling news I have for the night, unless either of you have anything you'd like to bring to the proverbial table.
I got one bit.
All right, what you got?
In a recent podcast, I can't remember which, Colt Cabana detailed his story about his match with Chris Jericho a few weeks back and how he almost fucking died during it.
Oh, yeah, I read that.
No, oh god, I have not heard this.
Oh, yeah, it's his socks, believe it or not.
So apparently he was very, very nervous before his match because this was his first match back in front of a crowd, in front of live television. So he decided he was putting on some stuff, and unfortunately, he put on some fucking compression socks. And anyone who knows, and if in case you don't know, compression socks, my parents use compression socks for pains and joint injuries. But he didn't, but during the match, the compression socks combined with his physical activity had cut off all circulation to his legs.
That's a big no-no, folks.
According to Colt Cabana, by the time he hit his big moonsault, he couldn't feel anything below his waist. So once the match was over, he had to be carried out, taken to the trainer's room, and for 2 hours, he had to be covered in packs of ice because his blood pressure was, well, what do you expect? He just wrestled a match in compression socks.
Real fucking high.
Yeah. They said if they hadn't gotten him down within an hour, they would have had to call the ambulances to take him to the hospital because he was in a bad state by the time he got back.
He was in deep shit.
Yeah, so thankfully he lived, but this is a derp from Colt Cabana. It was a derp.
It was a stupid derp.
It was a derp. Not gonna hold it against him. It happens. He was nervous. He wasn't really paying attention, but it was a derp.
He forgot to put on the wrestling socks. Oops.
Yeah, that's going to be big old ouchies.
Yeah, especially when that algae almost fucking kills you.
Also, I can only imagine how much pain he would be in once he started regaining feeling again, because anyone who's
that had to suck.
yeah, remember, after your body part goes numb and it comes back, you start getting all the nerve endings coming back at once, and
it's usually just the tingles, but after a long while, like something like that, that fucking hurts.
Sleep on your arm. See how that feels.
Yeah, he's the moment and just imagine his entire lower body all coming back at once with that sensation.
Yep.
He's as soon as they all came back, you probably just heard a long. You know what, Matty? Play the Homer Simpson swear.
Oh God!
Yep, that's appropriate. That is very appropriate.
You know what? Yeah. Do I have it? I know I have it. There we go.
Good. Would you step outside for a second?
Dear Lord, that's the loudest profanity I've ever heard.
Yeah, that's probably what the trainer room. That's probably what the trainer room sounded like.
Yeah.
Yeah, good thing they got some ice on him, that he would have probably gone into shock from how much pain he was going to be in. Woo! I can't imagine that.
Yeah, I just... Oh. So, anything else?
That's it for me.
Matty?
So we're not going to dunk on Ryback and Disco?
I'm pretty sure Shin was saving that for his losers.
There's plenty of time to dunk on those dumbasses.
And we got time to spare. So you know what? This is gonna be a pretty. This might become a pretty long winners and losers segment, but we'll run with it. Winners and losers time. Shin, hand out some D cells, buddy.
Despite the fact that I was tempted to give this to Ryback and Disco for reasons, but this week's D cell can only go to one man. One man who somehow, some way did the impossible. Made Alex Jones the voice of reason for an interview. Yes, I'm talking about Kanye Ye West.
He's not fucking kidding.
Just how you can sit there and sing the praises of one of history's most evil individuals, a man responsible for millions upon millions of people dying, both in concentration camps and in warfare, and say, "Oh, he has some good things to say. There was good things about Hitler. You just don't know." Like, no. Speaking as a history buff, no. Hitler. There's no good points about Hitler.
No, not anymore. Anyway, folks, I want you to understand the context. And yes, this might become a Joker explaining the joke. If you have to explain a joke, there's no joke. But context needs to be made here. All right. The following. It was inspired by one of our longest running gags with the Fire and Flavor or whatever. What was our tag team name? Hogan and the other one?
Fire and Flavor.
Fire and Flavor. And they had fucked up the catering to so much that the King of the Black People, which would be Morgan Freeman, were declared white. So that's a Rift Zone joke. We're bringing it here, and for the context, I'm white. I am most certainly white. T-Dub is Latino. Shintigercurl is black. All right?
Latino white.
Latino. Close enough, T-Dub. Close enough.
Yep. I actually have him on the phone right now. Hold on. Let me put the speaker on.
Yeah, because we need to ask the King of the Black People if Kanye West is still black. Because there's a lot of people from the racial draft from Dave Chappelle, We the Black Delegation request a trade for George W. Bush for Kanye West.
All right, Your Majesty, you are on the air.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Morgan Freeman, quote unquote, joining us. We need some clarification on Kanye West.
Greetings, Matthew and Nicholas.
Thanks, sir.
I am Morgan Freeman, actor extraordinaire, and duly elected king of all black people.
Yeah, he had to be elected for those wondering. Yeah.
After looking upon the case involving one Mr. Kanye West and seeing all of the issues as well as evidence,
Well put.
it is my ruling that from this moment on, Kanye West is no longer black. He is also no longer white, as I've discussed this with the king of white people, Tom Hanks.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The king of Latino people, George Lopez, and the king of Asian people, Uncle Roger. He is now persona non rasa. He is no race but his own, which I am forever going to be referring to as stupid. He is now a stupid person. This court is adjourned.
All right. By the way, I thought we voted someone else as king of the white people, but I guess Tom Hanks took his title back.
You got to take it up with he's your people, man. You got to take it up with them.
I guess I'll have to.
Yeah. But yeah, Kanye, there's nothing more I need to say. He's a piece of shit. And after this, I am going to throw my copy of College Dropout into the shredder.
Ooh.
Which, for those who don't know, that's legitimately one of Shin's favorite albums of all time.
It is Kanye West's debut album. I bought it almost 20 years ago from a small little record shop just off the campus of Sam Houston State University. I played it all the time. I still think it's one of the greatest rap albums ever.
Is that the one with Gold Digger in it by chance?
Yes.
Ah.
And Jesus Walks and Kanye's Workout Plan and Slow Jams and Through the Wire and All Falls Down and Two Words. The whole album is nothing but bangers. But unfortunately, I cannot no longer associate myself with Kanye because you know why.
Because you literally claimed.
Hey, Kanye. Actually, no. I should. You know what? I should shut up and let you finish. Sorry.
And then he had the nerve and gall to say that Hitler invented the microphone and highways, and that made my history buff side go. Let's go to Chicago and just slap the shit out of him. And I'm not talking about a Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. I'm talking about a backhand slap, a bitch slap. It's the kind of slap that pimps give their hookers when they don't give them the right money. Or better yet, I'm gonna have to channel Wayne Brady on this. Shintigercurl is gonna have to choke a bitch.
Yeah.
I wonder, what Nick Hodges would have thought after hearing that line.
He probably feel the same way. Is Nick Hodges gonna have to choke a bitch?
All of history buff YouTube was probably who invented what?
Simon Whistler is probably gonna get in touch with Simon Miller, and they're gonna beat the shit out of Kanye West.
And Car Junkie, who everyone should know is Jewish, said if anyone who should slap Kanye should be the Jews.
Okay, yeah, they're first. You guys are first in line. If you can't elect a representative, elect Johnny Beef Stew. Let Johnny Beef Stew have first crack at him.
Fair enough. I just want to stop a mud hole in his nuts.
I'm just now imagining a long line from Airplane.
Not the one woman. That one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kanye. I don't know whose people you represent, but it's not mine. As for general losers, Ryback, because apparently he loves the taste of his foot in his mouth because it's always in it. For him suggesting that MJF is on steroids, and I'm like, well, you're one to talk.
What?
Yeah, that's what he said. He said, and he insinuated that MJF was on the juice. And I'm like, well, hi, Pot. This is Kettle. You're black. Or are you going to tell me all those muscles are from quote-unquote protein powder?
Also, CJ is elected the Bear Jew from Inglourious Bastards to attack Kanye.
Oh, good
The Bear Jew
call.
Works. The Bear Jew works, yes.
Good call on that reference. Also,
He's done it! He's done it! The most annoying man in the world! Who would have ever thought?
Oh. I think I can win up.
but wait! To quote our late great buddy Spade Ace, but wait! It gets better!
Okay.
Keep going.
Yeah, I actually got a better one.
Yeah, it gets better.
First person to attack Kanye from the Jews, Mordecai Jefferson Carver, the Hebrew Hammer.
Personal reference.
Shabbat Shalom, motherfucker. But yeah, Ryback. Can't you just let people be happy? Can't you just congratulate someone? No, you have to be a little petty bitch because you blocked everyone on Twitter who had anything slightly mean to say to your big tough ass who's got the skin density of wet tissue paper. Seriously, dude, just shut the fuck up, do your mukbangs and promote that god awful protein powder and let everyone else do what you claim to be for a living, a professional wrestler.
Put your motherfucking head back down, dummy!
Thank you, Chiseled Adonis. Of course, Disco Inferno, because well, it's Disco Inferno. What do you expect?
You're not going to believe this, but by the way, Shed.
What?
Disco Inferno is more over than Kanye West.
That goes without saying. Disco Inferno may be a failure. Well, congratulations, Disco Inferno. You're finally more over than somebody else. And it took someone admitting that they love a piece of shit like Adolf Hitler for it to happen. Congratulations. You're a winner.
Oh, no, for those wondering, no, we're going to put him back down in a minute. But before we do, let's continue.
And my last loser is that fucking women's match at Survivor Series. Just...
Not the Wargames match, by the way.
No.
The Wargames match is fine. I'm talking about Shotzi versus Ronda. And this is not me throwing any shade towards Shotzi. Shotzi is great. It's Ronda. She just does not care anymore. And that's not something you want to have your women's champion be. So, yeah, if she's not going to care, take the belt off of her, tell her to kick rocks, go back to the UFC, and do what she used to be able to do. And that's it.
All right, for me, I got Disco Inferno because she just can't be bothered to enjoy anything anymore. And Johnny Gargano's new theme song.
He has a new theme song?
It's Rebel Heart, but new singer and worse.
Ew.
Why would you fuck that up?
Oh.
We're beyond how. Why would you fuck that up?
Who is it?
I don't know, but it's just a new singer. I'm not sure who he is, but he doesn't do as good of a job. And
let me guess, because they had to switch it out because CFO money sign.
Possibly, I don't know. All I know is that
and Cure. I think we're done with it. It's the Fed. That's why it's still a rebuild.
This is a very poor choice.
Yeah, though I will accept a bridge a la carte because fuck you. That's why. That's good. Good call. Good riff. I'm sorry. Were you done on the?
Yep.
All right, we're good. I just wanted to double check. All right, so Ronda Rousey is a loser this week. Incidentally, Ronda Rousey is more over than Disco Inferno and Ryback right now, believe it or not. Booker T, because he thinks AEW is going to go out of business in a couple of years because they ain't get it. Now, to be fair, when their key demo is going down the tubes, something's wrong. So he's not wrong in that part. But Book, you could stop sucking the Fed's cock. You know that, right? You could stop sucking their dick. You got the job. You got a commentary job again.
Yeah.
Sit the fuck down, shut the fuck up.
Trips is not going to fire you. At least not for without any good reason. He's not Vince.
Yeah, and he knows that even if he tosses you from the one commentary position, you still got a job. You know that, right? You could stop sucking that cock. It's bone dry now. And I got a fuck you button here. Kanye West. Yee, if that is your real name, and I know it's not. You do know Dave Chappelle's black white supremacist was a fucking joke, right? He was fucking kidding. Why are you trying to turn yourself into that?
And you know something? Bill Burr actually called this.
Context. Explain the context. I know what it is, but explain that. Oh my God, he did.
I stumbled upon a clip of him in a stand-up special 2017.
Yeah.
And he mentioned Kanye about how crazy he was talking. And he's like, people are going to... And then the last time somebody talked like this, his name, he started doing... Ich bin ein unschlicker. So, yeah.
Bill Burr fucking called it.
Bill Burr.
He was fucking kidding, but yeah, he fucking called it. Wow.
There's some jokes that age like wine. That is the finest wine I have ever drunk.
Wow.
Yep. Some jokes age like milk, other like finest of wines, and oh boy, did he call that one 5 years in advance.
He fucking called it. By the way, the same Bill Burr who was talking about the great Antonio versus Antonio Inoki, by the way, same guy. Mm-hmm. Same exact son of a bitch who just called Kanye West losing his shit even further. Or even losing more of his shit.
This happens when you don't take your bipolar medication and you go down the wrong internet rabbit hole.
The wrongest of holes, apparently. All right, enough of the cynical shit. Let's do some winners, boys.
All right, winners. Well, WWE for Survivor Series being generally good, except for one part.
They're not all winners.
AEW. Great show. We had, of course, the debut of the big Burberry belt, the Triple B, and Maxwell being an absolute dick. We had some great matches this week. Let's see. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean ended its run and a lot of things. So I'm not going to spoil anything for T-Dub or Matty when they want to watch it. Let's just say shit gets real. Mm-hmm. Scott D'Amore, thank you, JC, for showing us don't try him.
Oh,
not try Scott D'Amore.
Yeah, we were watching. I was there for that segment. Bully Ray was, for all of his faults, and he has many, he is an excellent fucking heel. So much that he got Scott D'Amore livid. We're talking damn near Daffy Duck levels of fuck you up.
He took off his jacket, rolled up his sleeves, and he's like, you know what, motherfucker, let's just do this. And when that's the one thing I really will say that I never thought I'd see, Tommy Dreamer having to protect Bully Ray from Scott
D'Amore. I saw that. All of us were going, what the fuck are we looking at? We're laughing our ass off. I'm like, oh my God, do we want to see Bully Ray versus Scott D'Amore? We shouldn't want it, but like part of us wants to see that now.
Some non-violent night because I really want to see this movie, and Jeremy Johns gave it his good time, no alcohol required. So, come on, it's Santa Claus fucking up some terrorists. What more do you want?
It's literally, for those who don't want to argue about Die Hard being a Christmas movie, which, by the way, it fucking is. I don't give a shit what Bruce Willis says. But it's like, it's literally Santa Claus not giving a fuck and going, you know what? Fuck the lump of coal. Murder.
Yep. Time for some season's beatings. And yes, that is the line that Santa says in the movie.
JC, it's Die Hard with a Santa Claus. Yeah. I want to see that movie. Mm-hmm. So and the night Santa went crazy. No, basically because there was a kid asking for help, and what? Well, wait. You're gonna kidnap a kid? I'll go crazy on some evil motherfuckers.
And my last winner, I'm sorry, I have to do this. My last winner is Seth Rollins. For that outfit. And if it was anybody else, I would say this would be a loser, but it's Seth freaking Rollins. He went out there and he owned that shit. Like, I got nothing but respect for the man for just going out there and just saying, yeah, I'm wearing this shit. What the fuck you gonna do about it? Huh?
This guy looked like freaking Trish Stratus, and he pulled it the fuck off.
He actually pulled it off better than Trish.
Yeah, they're WWE on TikTok that made the comparison. Trish on TikTok, the comparison is that who wore Bear. I was like half tempted to comment. I'm sorry, Trish. You kind of pulled it off a little better.
I guarantee you, there was a lot of people, both men and women, out there looking at Seth in that outfit the same way that Becky looked at Seth during Celtic Warrior workouts years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, and for a minute, I'm like, holy crap, I'm going gay for Seth Rollins.
Now you know how Becky felt when she was fucking him during Celtic Warrior workout.
I fucking him on that outfit too. I was laughing my ass off, and I'm going, holy fuck, I'm I fucking Seth Rollins. What the fuck?
So one day, if I ever have a chance to meet Seth Rollins, I just want to buy him a beer for pulling off that outfit. Just for all you do, this buzz for you, Seth Rollins.
And just saw the outfit now, and yeah, he doesn't look too bad.
That's. I'm sorry, I'm done.
Go ahead, T-Dub.
All right, for my winners, first up, Stash Club Wrestling. Welcome back. They returned after a few-month hiatus. One of my favorite YouTube channels when it comes to pro wrestling. And the thing to know about these guys are those casual type of wrestling fans. Like, when I say casual, I mean they don't even know who Larry Zbyszko is.
Yeah.
But they're charismatic and fun to watch. And they regularly hold quiz competitions against each other. It's always fun to watch these guys struggle. Also got to throw into Athena for her heel turn. It's going great for her.
She is running with it like she wanted to do it. So there you go.
And of course, the return of House of Black.
House of Black.
They've been doing well in their return. And those are my winners of this week.
WWE needs a winner on this one. The mediocre or not, that was people say that was mediocre. It's it's still a rebuild. Those were super hype. It's still a rebuild. For me, it's like that was a good show. Nothing that will change the world. It's War Games on Survivor Series, and that's what we got on the 10. It was delivered. Sami Zayn needs a special winner if with that arc with the Usos. Oh wow, happy in a head place right there. AEW, despite the fact that they're losing some numbers, it ain't the end of the world yet, folks. That what they're doing with MJF, that's gonna bring the numbers up. Calling it now. AR Fox, sorry buddy. MJF for that. He might get heel of the year again, folks. Not getting there.
By the way, that reminds me. Shit, we have a new name for that belt.
What?
Big Burp Belt.
The what? The what now?
MJF's belt is now the Big Burp Belt.
The Big Burr Belt?
No, Big Burr Belt.
Big Burp Belt.
Big Burr Belt.
That's an SGB reference. For those uninitiated, Super Gaming Brothers. One YouTube channel that Shin and I enjoy the fuck out of.
It was the Ocarina of Time playthrough, and when who was playing? Was it Johnny or?
It was Johnny playing it, I believe.
Yeah, when he got the big bomb bag, he said it like "Moo, big bomb bag," and he just ran with the joke.
Oh, Big Bum Belt. Okay.
Yeah,
Big Bum Belt. That's big yours. I'll call it the Triple B.
Big Bum Belt.
It works either way. But yeah, MJF for the belt and all of the heat. Yeah, he's gonna help bring those numbers up. Believe me, people will want to see him get his butt kicked. And Sayla, who is a regular over at the Toku Riffs chat and the Toku Memes Live, Toku Riffs and the Toku Memes, the meme clock, and all that stuff. This one's for you, Shin. Let me put that on screen for you folks at home for the context here. There it is. And for you, Shintigercurl.
What is?
There we go. Should be in the chat for you. There it is. If you'd be so kind to read.
Attention, Bajoran workers. Whoever I catch making out with my daughter will be forced to watch tattooed teenage alien fighters from Beverly Hills on repeat several times.
Believe it or not, there was a debate on which one's worse, Masked Rider or tattooed teenage alien fighters. I went tattooed. Masked Rider had a budget.
And people wonder why Gold Dukat is the worst villain in Star Trek history. That is fucking evil, right there.
Yep. Because at least with Masked Rider, you got Furbus. You don't get Furbus with USA Network.
No.
There you go.
All right.
And that is the situation, I think. Yeah, that is it. That is all we got. We got some plugs, boys.
Just get this plug in the socket here.
Cure is asking, some people are saying William Regal is going back to WWE. We don't know. It's a very weird situation.
Not enough information to say for or against, really.
Yeah, the rumor is there. Meltzer says there is a deal saying if Regal wanted to come back, then he could. At this point, to be continued. Not enough to bring it up on the show, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Keep going, Shin. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just had to bring that up.
Had to get this plug in here, just for this cheap plug. But yeah, youtube.com/Maxacorn. Still waiting for that new War Machine lore stuff to be dropped by Privateer Press. But until then, dropped another video this week. This time, my storage solution for Marvel Champions. If you guys are curious just how big of a board game freak I am, take a look at just how many cards I have for Marvel Champions, the living card game, and my storage solution for packing away that gigantic son of a bitch. I have lost count of how many cards I have. So just go check it out and see and just wonder, where's all my money gone to? Wargaming, it is a horrible addiction. Fun, great, horrible addiction.
You and Adam Blampier share that addiction.
Yeah, Blampier has the addiction hard. He's got it bad. He's got it bad because I think he's still playing Gloomhaven, the poor son of a bitch.
Yeah. At least he's loving it for now.
Yeah, he's loving it. He'll be, but unfortunately, by the time he finishes Gloomhaven, -1 will be making his main roster debut. But yeah, that's on Maxacorn on YouTube. Also, if you want to help me out and help me get something for the runts, they have a very small list of stuff that they want. So you want to help the boys get something, and help them alleviate the pain that I'm going to inflict upon them next time they're over here for more Mario Party. PayPal.com/Shintigercurl or Cash App $Shintigercurl.
They gotta learn some more, huh?
They're gonna learn again.
Hey, at least you're having fun with it.
I am.
But are they?
I don't care. They have to learn.
An educational uncle you are.
That I am.
T-Dub?
Subscribe to my YouTube channel for video game reviews. Currently working on a new one, and if you want to see it early, patreon.com/TWKReviews. That's patreon.com/TWKReviews.
And of course, as you said, patreon.com. You want to see that them YouTube videos just a little early? Even $1 gets you in. I have my PayPal tip jar, paypal.me/ManagingG316. Donations, of course, are optional, but very much appreciated, especially in this time of year. We have our Twitters at ManageA316, at ManageA316, at TWKOfficial, and at Shintigercurl. You can tell I'm sober now, ish. Merch stuff is on the screen. The Wrestle-Cast at gmail.com. If you got any questions to send us, we'll answer them if we got time. We had time to do it this week. Might have some time next week. I believe Ring of Honor is on a Saturday next week or Sunday.
I think it's a Friday.
Oh.
Okay.
Do we have time? I believe we might have some time to give it a quick preview. Do we want to do a preview?
Depends. When is it?
I think it's next Friday. I'm not sure. Let me just check real quick.
Final battle happens to be December 10th, which is a Saturday.
Ooh.
Alrighty then.
So we will more than likely be broadcasting while the event is going on. There's only 5 matches on. Jericho versus Castagnoli. If Castagnoli loses, he's joining the JS. Garcia versus Yuta versus the Pure Championship. Mercedes Martinez versus Athena for the Women's World title. Juice versus Joe for the TV title. And Swerve in Our Glory take on Shane Taylor and JD Griffey in a tag team matchup. There you go. That was been announced. Yeah, it is Saturday, and I think we're just gonna broadcast, and any results that happen, we will give you the results as they appear when we are live on our little shindig of a program that we have going. However, if someone says, "Hey, you guys want to watch it live," we might do it Friday. But at this point, it'll be announced on Twitter, and T-Dub and Shin will bring up the socials immediately as well. But that's for next week. As far as this week, we're done. We thank you so much for coming in and saying hello to us once again. It is much appreciated as always. Until then, on behalf of everybody, including Shintigercurl,
Big Bro.
TWK,
Big Bro.
my name's Matty J, reminding you to help professional wrestling. Support your independent promotion as soon as possible. Big Bird Belt.
Big Bro.
It's gonna take some getting used to. It's Triple B to me. Big Bird Belt. Have a good one. Have a safe one. We'll talk to you next week. And enjoy Ring of Honor Final Battle, of course. And all that good shit. And, yay. Bye, everybody. Bye!
Is this a joke?
Is this funny, QT? Is this funny to you?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Mark, are we allowed to bring axes to the ring?
Absolutely not.
Oh, see, I think we should change
Well,
time too.
guys,
And it's-
it looked like there's been enough talk.
But Mark, we weren't done talking yet, so can we just get like 2 more seconds, just to say something?
It's time for the main event.
Of course.